says an airline operating 7 days a week has given the following schedule of its flights between New Delhi and Mumbai. So New Delhi to Mumbai, the flight number would be 101, departure would be at 5 a.m., arrival at 7. So 2 hours flight. Okay? 102 would be 7 to 9, 103, 1 to 3, and 104, 7 to 9. Now, on this side, when it returns back, that time it is not the same number, but the number would be 201, 202, 203, 204. Okay. So, correspondingly, the departure and arrival will also be different. ठीक. So, ये एक तरह से आप देखो तो ये जो plane जो है वही same जाता है 5 to 7 and then returns back at 7 to 9. Fine. यहाँ पर दूसरा 7 to 9 एक जा रहा है, वो फिर किस टाइम पर आएगा उसका कुछ अलग टाइमिंग होगा, ठीक. बट एट द सेम टाइम द crew which goes along with the plane, okay, flight, they will have to have a layover time, a minimum layover time, here layover time of 5 hours between the flights. So that means once they have taken a flight from New Delhi to Mumbai, they can return back with the next flight only after 5 hours. उसके पहले नहीं आ सकते हैं. Okay? They need to have that much rest. Fine? So New Delhi to Mumbai, Mumbai to New Delhi. अभी ये अपने पास में information है. So हम क्या करेंगे? We have to schedule the crew based at the city that results in the smallest layover. तो पहले तो हमको ये बताना है कि किस city में crew should reside so that the layover would be the minimum. ठीक है? So I'll just copy this. I'll paste it in Microsoft Word. यहाँ पर मैंने already अभी just पीछे वाली क्लास के लिए करवा रहा था ना, so I have already pasted it there. So we'll copy and I will take it to our sheet here now. Okay. So fine. ये information हमारे पास में है. Now what we can do is we can start with an assumption that the crew is based at New Delhi. If the crew is based at New Delhi, okay, so flight numbers, ये मेरा सोर्स की तरह हो जाएगा, डिपार्चर अराइवल and I'm saying that it is correct. अब इस साइड में I will take, this becomes my destination. Similarly, मैंने सब इंफॉर्मेशन उधर पर ही एक ही जगह पर डाल दिया, so it becomes easy for us to track. Fine. Now this says my crew is based in New Delhi. So Delhi से वो लोग 5 बजे चलेंगे, 7 o'clock they will arrive at Mumbai. Okay, the flight number would be 101. So if they come by 101, they will arrive Mumbai at 7. Can they take up this flight 201 immediately to return? Hello?
No, sir, only after 5 hours.
No, sir.
है ना? So the minute I say after 5 hours, so that means they will not be able to take up this flight 201 the same day. They will have to take it up on the second day. So that way, next day means the total layover time in this particular case would be 24 hours when they will be there in Mumbai itself. 7 a.m. they have reached. Next day 7 a.m. they have departed. Correct? Fine. Yes, no.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now they have arrived at 7. If they have to go back by 202, flight number 202, which departs at 8, can they go by this? Immediately? Nahi. So that means it would be the next day only. So next day means how many hours would be your layover time?
24.
20?
24,
25.
25.
मॉर्निंग 7 a.m. आ रहे हैं, नेक्स्ट डे 7 a.m. तक आपका 24 hours हो गया and 8 a.m. means 25 hours. If they have arrived at 7 a.m., can they go at 1 p.m. on the same day?
Yes, sir.
So how much would be the layover time?
6 hours.
6 hours. Very good.
Sir.
Can they go by 6 p.m. flight?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
6 p.m. 6 p.m. I am saying. Morning
So they can go
Yes,
now.
sir.
p.m.
Yes.
Correct?
11 hours.
11 hours. So their layover time would be 11 hours. What about this now? They are, if they are coming by flight number 102, so they will arrive Mumbai at 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. आने के बाद में 7 बजे सुबह सुबह निकल सकता है? नहीं, it would be definitely the next day, क्योंकि this time has already passed by. Correct? So इसमें
Yes, sir.
layover time कितना हो जाएगा?
Sir, 12, 9,
22 hours.
22, sir.
First. $23. Yes, no. Tell me even if I am wrong. Hello?
No, sir. It will be 23.
23.
Yes, sir.
Good.
23 on 6,
Now, what about this one?
9 a.m. to 3 p.m. ना sir. 6 होगा.
9 p.m. they have arrived और फिर 1 बजे उनको जाना रहेगा.
Sorry, 8 ना. Okay. So 4.
So 4 will not be possible. So 24.
Possible. So that means next day only.
Next day.
So
Yes, sir.
9 to 9 would be 24 hours. Then
That's 28.
another 28. Another 4 hours. So 28 hours. What about this one? They have arrived at 9 a.m. in the morning. Can they take the 6 p.m. flight?
Yes, sir.
It would be 9.
Sir, how did 23 come? It should be 21.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
9. एक सेकेंड. 9 a.m. को आ रहा है, ठीक है? They have reached at 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Next day 9 a.m. would be 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
And the departure is at 8 a.m. So -1.
So 21.
20. बराबर है? Yes, no.
सर -1 होगा तो 21 हो जाएगा ना सर?
नहीं, आपका 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. would be 24 hours ना?
यस सर. अच्छा ओके.
हाँ?
हाँ गॉट.
इसमें ना आपको काफी केयरफुली टाइम कैलकुलेशंस बहुत केयरफुली करना पड़ेगा.
यस सर. थैंक्स.
तो उसके बाद में नेक्स्ट लाइन में देखते हैं. वी हैव रीच्ड एट 3 p.m. and 7 a.m. next day it is to be started. सेम डे तो पॉसिबल नहीं है ना, इट वुड बी नेक्स्ट डे ओनली. सो 3 PM से 3 AM तक 12 आवर्स हो गए, उसके बाद में और 4, 12 + 4 16, करेक्ट? बराबर ना? टेल मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग. साथ में करेंगे तो ही होगा. बराबर है?
हाँ सर.
चलो ठीक है, आगे के लिए देखते हैं. 3 बजे आप दोपहर को पहुंच रहे हो एंड देन यू विल बी टेकिंग अप द 8 AM मॉर्निंग फ्लाइट द नेक्स्ट डे. सो कितने घंटे हो गए?
17.
17. What about this one? 3 PM you have reached and 1 PM you will be flying again. So same day won't be possible, it has to be next day. So
22.
22. What about this? You have reached at 3 and you will be flying at 6.
So, so the same day won't be possible. So the next day.
So 24 plus 3, it would be 27.
7.
Let's take this one. I have reached at 9 PM. That means 9 o'clock in the evening. And next day 7 AM,
Go.
I am taking a flight. Possible? So आपका number of layover hours कितना हो जाएगा?
22.
Sir, 10.
9
10.
to 7 would be 10 hours.
10 hours, sir. Yes.
Very good. What about this one now? 11 hours?
Yes,
9
sir.
Yes,
AM.
sir. 11.
What about this? 9 PM I am reaching and next day 1 PM I am starting. So 9 PM to 9 AM would be 12.
16.
12
28.
4. 12 plus 4 would be 16. Correct?
16, sir. Yes, sir.
What about this?
9 and 1.
Sir, 21
21.
hours.
21 hours. Okay. So now you have already got this timelines. What we'll do is we'll just see an allocation table based on this and we'll check whether it is a good, how much would be the total layover time. Okay. So this is my layover table. Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
My layover table and this is my allocation table. Okay, so यहाँ पर ही just लिख देते हैं. And we'll have our some product which will talk about total layover. So this will be equals to some product of this table, comma other table. Fine. अब हमको इसमें summation भी करना होगा. Equals to sum perfect ना? Similarly, for the columns also, and then reference values. I'll just select all these, center line कर देते हैं so that they look good. Now we'll go with solver. फटाफट हो जाएगा ना? That's the reason why I'm going with solver. Now, what would be my objective value? E17 Objective would be to minimize the layover time. My changing variable cells would be the location table, and the constraints would be these values should be equal to these values, and these values should be equal to these values, add, and then the third constraint is these values should be
Binary.
binary. So okay, convert it to simplex LP and just say solve. कुछ तो मिला अपने को. Okay, so we got this as 42. Fine. यहाँ पर तक. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now similarly, we will have to work it out for when the crew is based in Mumbai. When the crew is based in Mumbai, so again ये मेरा सब रो का कॉलम वैसा सब हो जाएगा, correct? So I will take this. This will come down to this side. Correct है ना? And for this 201 and all, so आपका arrival और departure का time ले लेते हैं हम लोग. We'll put that also here. Similarly, इसको थोड़ा सा ऊपर रखता हूँ so that I'm able to take this data also here. Fine. यहाँ तक okay है? Any
Yes, sir.
confusion here?
No, sir. Clear.
Okay. थोड़ा सा इसको सबको नीचे खींच लेते हैं ताकि एक ही लेवल पर रहे. Fine. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm assuming that this is my New Delhi to Mumbai, correct? And this would be Mumbai to New Delhi. Perfect. Now, if my crew is based in Mumbai, so they will start at 7 a.m. They will arrive at 9. What about this? If they have to go back by flight number 101, so departure is at 5. Correct? So can they take up the same day? Won't be possible. Next day ही होगा, है ना? So layover time कितना हो जाएगा मेरा?
21 hours.
20 hours. Sorry, 21. Correct? Sorry, yes. 20 hours. 20 hours would be my total layover time. It would be 20 hours, correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
20 hours आएगा ना बराबर?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Let us look at this one now. If I'm arriving at 9 a.m. and I have to take the 7 a.m. flight, so that means It would be
14 hours.
22 hours.
22 hours. Next day ही होगा ना? 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Is it possible?
No sir, 4 hours
हाँ,
होगा.
next day ही हो जाएगा.
Yes, possible.
Next day.
है ना? 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. would be 9 a.m.
9
से
a.m. to 1 p.m.
to 9 a.m. would be 24 hours plus your 4 hours. 24 plus 4, 28 hours. Correct? What about this one? At 7 p.m. 9 a.m. आ रहा है, 7 p.m. को जा रहा है.
10 hours.
This would be 10 hours. Let us look at these also. 10 o'clock आ रहा है and then 5 a.m. Obviously, it would be the next day. Correct?
Yes sir.
So 24 hours में से 5 hours कम हो जाएंगे. So that means it would be 19 hours. Correct? Yes?
Yes sir.
हाँ. फिर similarly यहाँ पर 10 a.m. and 7 a.m. 24 में से 3 hours कम हो जाएंगे. Correct?
21 hours.
What about this? 10 a.m. आ रहा है, 1 p.m. जा रहा है.
Next day sir.
हाँ. So 24 plus 3, 27 hours. What about this?
Same day हो सकता है.
Same day हो सकता है. So that means 7 plus 3.
7 plus 3. Yeah.
7 plus 2, 9 hours. Correct ना?
Yes sir.
अभी 3 p.m. को बंदा इधर पहुंचता है, क्रू इधर पहुंचता है and then 5 a.m. को फिर निकलना होगा. 5 a.m.
14
So
hours.
3 plus 2, 14 hours. What about this? 3 to 3 would be 12 plus 4, 16 hours. Correct ना?
Yes sir.
क्या हुआ आज बहुत सन्नाटा है. 3 p.m. to 1 p.m.
Next day होगा sir. 24, 24.
20,
22.
22. Sorry. 22 hours. What about this one? 3 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Next day 24. 28 hours.
What about this? They are arriving at 8 p.m. and departing at 5 a.m.
9
So 8
9
to
hours.
12 होता है minus 3, 9 hours. What about this?
23.
11.
11.
11. Sorry.
What about this? 8 p.m. to 1 p.m.
5 hours. जा सकता है.
नहीं हो पाएगा ना इससे 5
नहीं
hours.
सर. हाँ. Okay. Next day नहीं.
8 p.m. से 8 a.m. तक 12 hours हो गया.
13 hours.
17, sir.
12 plus 5, 17. Very good.
हाँ, sorry.
ये वाला 8 p.m. and then 7 p.m.
23.
23 hours. Now, whenever you get this kind of numericals ना, आप एक बात याद रखना, थोड़ा सा distraction and everything is gone. Because if your table is not right, you cannot do anything. Okay? So, what we'll do is we'll create an allocation matrix for this also and we'll check. Okay? Okay. What is a good way? Whether having the crew based at, sorry, Delhi is better or having a crew based in Mumbai is better. ठीक है? So we'll just check that. We'll do the entire stuff again. अभी इस बार थोड़ा सा काम चोरी से काम लेंगे. We'll copy the formulas from there to here. ये देखिए ये अपने आप काम हो गया.
सर 1 कैसे आया?
हाँ?
1 कैसे आया? How we got 1 in there? Yes.
हार्ड कोडेड था ना, मैंने नंबर लिखे थे तो जस्ट कॉपी करके पेस्ट कर दिया.
No, but what is the
Comparison.
formula for
Comparison है वो.
formula
Sorry?
for 1? Why we wrote 1 there?
हाँ वो तो सॉल्वर के लिए हम लोग यूज करते हैं ना. It is used for solver to set it as a reference. क्योंकि summation of all this would be equal to 1 only. So to compare that it should be equal to this. Okay.
Sir, can you show the formula once again for that 0? Yes, sir.
देखिए, you know that we need to calculate the sum of every row and every column. Correct? So ये sum वाला हो गया. Now this summation cannot be more than 1. That means this particular row can have only one allocation. So it cannot be more than 1. So we are using this one to compare. Okay, ये खुद से मैंने लिखा था ऐसे ही सॉल्वर ताकि उसको कंपेयर कर सके. Similarly, here also we will have summation of this column. So whatever the allocation that we are going to make should not be more than 1. तो अगर मान लो मैं इधर पर 1 means allocation. तो मैंने टाइप पुट एन एलोकेशन, रो का समेशन हो गया, इसका भी 1 हो गया. फाइन. सो इसके लिए आप यहाँ पर, क्योंकि एक्सेल को तो समझने वाला नहीं है ना, तो हम एक्सेल को बोलेंगे कि कंपेयर दिस वैल्यू विद दिस वैल्यू, इट शुड बी इक्वल. ठीक है, इसके लिए ये 1 हमने लिखे थे. These are only just for reference. करेक्ट. और ये क्लियर है या अभी भी डाउट है?
Yes.
हाँ, डाउट है क्या अभी भी?
No, sir.
Nice.
सो जस्ट ये इसी के लिए हमने डाला था. एंड हियर इट वुड बी total layover, and this would be equals to some product of this comma फाइन. अभी हम वापस से फिर से सॉल्वर के लिए जाएंगे. सो इफ वी गो टू सॉल्वर, पहले का सब पूरा इधर पर दिखेगा. सो जस्ट रिमूव एवरीथिंग, रीसेट ऑल, इट्स रिमूव. नाउ आवर न्यू ऑब्जेक्टिव वैल्यू वुड बी this value. Objective would be to minimize, and the changing variable cells will be this. Constraints would be this row summation should be equal to these values once. Column summations should be equal to these reference values once. And
I have one doubt, sir.
yes,
Sir, Cubase jet New Delhi वाला जो part है ना sir,
हाँ,
in that if we are doing through that normal like row minimization and column minimization, we are getting that multiple optimal solution in that, especially in 201 and 2021 in that part.
हाँ हो सकता है, पॉसिबल है.
So तो चलेगा ना, it will be not wrong ना in exam. Like
No,
if we
no,
choose-
no. It won't be wrong. It won't be wrong. You can have multiple optimal solution, but total layover time would be 42 only. वो आप check करो.
Okay, sir.
If you are getting as 42, that means it's right. And this value should be equal to binary. all the values inside this would be binary. I would say okay and make unconstrained variables non-negative, simplex LP and say solve. It has given me 62. Correct? Now, once we have got this, अब चीज क्या है कि इससे एक चीज तो क्लियर हो जाती है. It is better for the crew to be based it at New Delhi. Correct? Because my total layover time is less as compared to total layover time of 62 when the crew is based in Mumbai. Okay. अब इसमें एक और situation रहता है which sometimes people do ask for. Okay. If we assume that we have crew which is based at both the places, that means partly in Delhi and partly in Mumbai, can I further reduce my total layover time? So let us see if that is also possible. This is not what the question has asked for, but you can do this also. Okay. If the question is asked like that. Now what we are going to do is, here we are going to look at when we have two crew, one based in Delhi and the other based in Mumbai. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take the minimum of both the layover tables. So equals to minimum of this, comma, minimum of the same cell from other table. Correct? And we'll drag it for all. अब यहाँ पर मुझे मालूम नहीं पड़ रहा है कि कौन सा कहाँ पर से वैल्यूज आ रही है. Okay, so what I can do is I can just highlight these cells differently. So I can use conditional formatting, highlight cells. Okay, if it is equal to, या फिर हम वैल्यूज फॉर्मूलाज करके कर सकते हैं या इक्वल टू करके हम कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पर instead of any value, we'll put it as, we'll click here and we'll give this value and we'll remove the dollar symbols. Okay, it would be light red filled with dark red text. So it is not taking it from there, but वो यहाँ पर से ले रहा है. ठीक, अब इसी में एक और कंडीशन डालते हैं कि if it is taking it from this cell, then it should have a different color, so that we can make out it is taking from where. Okay, so highlight cells, will say equal to, this time I will not use this same, I will use say green, and at this place I will say this value and I will remove this. Okay, I've removed the dollar signs and I say okay. Now you can see it is highlighted green instead of red, light red. अब इसी का फॉर्मेट पेंटर करके I will just paint it across for all. This tells me that these are the values which have been taken from this table and some of the values have been taken from the other table. थोड़ा सा इसको छोटा कर देते हैं so that we are able to see everything at one place. Correct? There is a possibility that there may be tie. Is that so? कहीं पर है क्या ऐसा tie वाला condition? हाँ, ये वाला. Here is a tie.
So,
Yes.
so can you explain the last part again?
मैंने बस जस्ट ये हाईलाइट किया ताकि मुझे मालूम पड़े कि वैल्यूज कहाँ से ले रहा है.
Sir, last table again, how you choose
last
minimize
table.
from?
Last table basically talks about the best of the two. That means I have a crew which is based in New Delhi and I have a crew which is based in Mumbai. So if I take both into consideration, then I will be able to schedule them based on जिसका भी layover time कम रहेगा. Okay, so what I did was equals to minimum of this value, comma, minimum of this value. दोनों भी टेबल में से एक ही जगह पर 201 और 101 वाली बात है ना, ये ऐसे. सो दोनों का मिनिमम लेकर के मैं ट्राई करके देखता हूं. एंड देन व्हाट आई डिड वाज जस्ट कॉपीड इट ऑल अक्रॉस एंड हियर आल्सो. सो अभी इसमें एक है जो कि 9 इधर भी है 9 इधर भी है, तो ये एक सेम था. देन ये वाला एक और, इसमें कुछ अलग कलर करते हैं ताकि अपने को पता रहे. कैन यू सी? These are the cells where you can see it is the same. So that means equally likely जैसा condition है, कुछ values वो इधर पर से ले रहा है, कुछ values वो यहाँ पर से ले रहा है. And then we can again using the same solver we can check whether having two crew is more beneficial. Okay, ये additionally कभी-कभी पूछा जाता है, not always necessary. In some of the books you will find this. नहीं तो normally आपका काम इधर ही पर खत्म हो जाता है. Looking at these two values, it says that the crew should be based in New Delhi because the total layover time is less there. ठीक है? Doubt और कुछ है अभी यहाँ पर? ये मैं आपको बकायदा एकदम से प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेबिलिटी की तरफ ले गया हूँ.
Sir, why did you highlight it 16, 27 and 21 with red?
This tells me that these values have been taken from which one you said? These are highlighted as red, na?
16,
left one.
27
Yeah.
and 21.
हाँ, so ये इस टेबल में से ले रहा है 6, 27, 21 and 16. और सिर्फ उतना ही नहीं, इवन ये भी सेम टेबल से ही ले रहा है 9, 22 और 11. It was only just to identify कौन सा वाला कहाँ से ले रहा है.
9, 22 and 20
11
ये 30 ये तो इधर से ले रहा है ना, राइट वाली से, मुंबई टू दिल्ली.
दोनों में सेम है ना?
हाँ सेम है. हाँ नहीं सेम कैसे, वो 28 है ना उधर, उधर 27 है.
कहाँ पर
तो
28? ये
मिनिमम
9.
जो है वो ले रहा है ना, वो तो बस.
हाँ तो ये 9 है, ये भी 9 है, सेम हो गया. ये 22 है, ये भी 22 है, ये 11 है, ये भी 11 है.
राइट राइट.
बराबर ना?
यस सर.
तो once you have got this, तो अभी आप वापस से इसके बेस पर देख सकते हो कि can I have a lower cost, मतलब lower layover time if I have two this thing. So मैं क्या करता हूँ कि यहाँ पर चाहिए तो डाल करके देख लेंगे। एलो ये मिक्स्ड क्रू लेओवर टाइम, और यहाँ पर डालूंगा मिक्स्ड क्रू एलोकेशन। राइट, अभी ये सारी वैल्यूज इधर से हटा दे रहा हूँ, यहाँ पर से कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग भी निकाल दे रहे हैं। ठीक है, अब हमारा एलोकेशन के लिए क्या होगा, मैंने ये ले लिया, इट वुड बी सम प्रोडक्ट ऑफ this table comma this, correct? This would be my total layover for mixed crew। ठीक है, अब यहाँ पर मुझे उसी तरह से समेशन वगैरह का लेना पड़ेगा, तो मैं जस्ट कॉपी पेस्ट कर ले रहा हूँ ताकि थोड़ा सा काम चोरी हो सके। और ठीक उसी तरह से राइट, इसमें वैल्यूज कुछ भी नहीं है इसलिए समेशन 0 0 आ रहे हैं। ठीक है, यहाँ तक। Then I will
Yes, sir.
run the solver again. I will just reset all the values. Now my objective value would be this one. Objective would be to minimize. My changing variable cells would be these. I'm going to add the constraints. These values should be equal to these values. Add these values should be equal to these values, and all these values have to be binary. इतना तक ओके है? And
Yes, sir.
so mixed उसमें ये 40 तक आ रहा है, so that means और थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा from 42 to 40 if you have mixed crew. But यहाँ पर you also need to take into consideration the cost of having 2 crew members, है ना? 2 जगह से अलग अलग क्रू रहेगा तो उतना ज्यादा उनका कॉस्ट भी आपका बढ़ जाएगा। तो लेओवर टाइम 2 घंटे का वो बेटर है या पूरा एक और क्रू लेना बेटर है?
सर ये जो आपने अभी किया ये दिल्ली और मुंबई का दोनों का मिक्स वाला आया उसका किया ना?
हाँ हाँ,
ओके
रियल लाइफ सिनेरियो थोड़ा और कॉम्प्लिकेटेड रहता है।
ओके
उसमें वो बंदा इधर से दिल्ली जाएगा, हाँ, दिल्ली से हो सकता है बैंगलोर जाए, बैंगलोर से हैदराबाद जाए, हैदराबाद से फिर इधर पर आए। और उस केस में ना कई बार इनका लेओवर इतना लंबा नहीं रहता है, 5 आवर्स का नहीं रहता है। डन?
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
ये बाद में आप लोग खुद से ट्राई करना, बिकॉज ये थोड़ा सा मतलब प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशंस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से है, तो उस हिसाब से किया है। इन रियलिटी दिस वुड बी इवन फर्दर मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, सिर्फ इतना नहीं रहेगा। तो उसके लिए ना ये मेथड की जगह पर लीनियर प्रोग्रामिंग एक्चुअली काम में लाई जाती है।
So last one is the best one, right? जो last वाला है वो best है ना?
हाँ वो बेस्ट है, बट उस केस में प्रॉब्लम ये है कि यू नीड 2 क्रू, वन इज बेस्ड आउट ऑफ मुंबई, द अदर इज बेस्ड आउट ऑफ दिल्ली। जो ग्रीन में दिख रहा है वो सब बेस्ड आउट ऑफ ये है मुंबई है, और जो रेड में दिख रहा है वो बेस्ड आउट ऑफ दिल्ली है। ठीक है, इसके लिए मैंने उसको हाईलाइट किया था ताकि मुझे मालूम पड़े कि कौन सा क्या है। ठीक है, डन। कैन वी टेक अप द नेक्स्ट न्यूमेरिकल?
सर ये मैक्सिमम 2 आ सकता है, राइट? मतलब
देखिए, नॉर्मली
2
आपको
क्रू
ये
का।
3 तक का नहीं बोला जाता है। ठीक है, वो लोग भी सोचते हैं कि यार बच्चे हैं, बच्चा समझ के छोड़ दिया जाए। हाँ, बट रियलिटी ये है कि लाइफ एक्चुअली तुमको बच्चा समझकर नहीं छोड़ेगी। दे विल गिव यू ऑल सॉर्ट ऑफ सिचुएशंस। ओके, देन यू नीड टू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि मैं और उसको बेटर कैसे कर सकता हूँ। So one step that we did was, which was actually asked also, that what would be better, the crew should be based in Mumbai or the crew should be based in Delhi. So हमने दोनों के लिए अलग अलग से वर्कआउट किया and we saw that if the crew is based in Delhi, then the total layover time is less as compared to crew based in Mumbai. But जब हमने उसको combine किया तो वो टाइम पर हमको ज्यादा बेटर solutions मिल गए, which is a combination of both.